Hello everybody, my name is Alpha Nephilim and welcome back to Blank Dream. Okay, this is a fresh day for me. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here to the realm of love. And go get that guy's mirror. I cannot remember his name. I don't put this kind of puzzle. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna look to see if there's any cracked. None of them are cracked. Okay, this is gonna take a while. If there's any kind of clue. Going up there leads to there. Going up here. Okay. Is there some kind of clue? What happens if I turn my lantern down? Okay, top left on the right. Bottom, okay, top left on the right, bottom left on the left. Okay. Top left on the right, bottom right on the left. Top left on the right, bottom left on the left. Top left on the right. Bottom left. Here's Yushu's reflection. Why is he showing hers? I thought it'd be the guy's reflection. Not doing such a short time. I haven't seen any other doors out of place. Does he just not have mirrors? The mirror shows user's reflection. Okay, I think I'm getting used to this by now. This mirror's got my past, my memories. Now I'm thinking surely they show memories with something to do with my wish. If looking in the mirrors might tell me my wish, I'm excited. A little scared at the same time. Because I remember the last dream was about that girl who she was in love with when she was 13. And I completely missed how long ago this was. Pre-sunset, huh, Utsu? Sunset is a witching hour. This moment's beauty comes from it being when the sun dies. Even though we see the sun for 12 hours a day, we always forget its beauty. I guess, but I like the sun in the day too. You're positive about everything, Yuzu. It's been a year getting to know Utsu. Okay, so it's only been a year. I still haven't been able to tell her how I feel, but we're together as best friends of buttons. Of course, I still like her romantically, but just spending time together, period, is nice. Twilight is the fakest thing. It's neither day or night, and people spend it preparing for the coming night. Twilight isn't watched and enjoyed. It's just empty and hollow, much like my name. Is the sunset making you sentimental? I think Utsuro is a great name. A great name? I hate it. To be called hollow, it feels more like a denial of my existence. But I like how it feels all translucent. It matches your mysterious hair, too. Is that right? You know, Yuzu, I'm a person who shouldn't exist in this world. Huh? What's this now? Just the fact I'm alive is a mistake. My existence is a cluster of sin. You mean like original sin? Did you ever tell me you were Christian, Utsura? I don't mean anything like that. It's a more concrete way. I shouldn't exist. Who are you? I don't get what you're saying, Utsura. I mean, is it shouldn't exist really extreme? We get along so well. If you didn't exist, what would I do? If, hypothetically, I were to die soon, then you should forget about me. I could only blankly listen to Utsuro, whose words felt so disconnected from reality. It was as if Utsuro saw something different, and I couldn't perceive things the same way. Is there another mirror somewhere? Because I really did not see anything else. Yeah, I remember. Even as I got closer to her, Utsuro was a strange girl. Though that was charming in a way. Most of my memories of Utsuro are back now. And now I know these are important memories to me. I still can't remember up to my death, but it seems I remembered some things precious to Yuzu Hanasaki. And it's thanks to you, Mishiro. Really, thanks a lot. Oh, I know, take this. I picked that up earlier, but I don't know how to use it. Excuse me, I'm sure it'll be useful to you somewhere, maybe. Okay, let's return. Tell me if there's anything else. Okay, so these aren't anything extra. This is stuff I've got to do. Because that key is what's going to open that door. But it's also what's going to open... Is she here? She's not here. Send down the letter. See what this is. World Center. Here's Yuzu. Okay. So, I'm not really looking into this other guy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they, like, forgot to put that other guy's mirrors in here, or if it's supposed to just be her. Feels like a finale. Yeah, you say that, and that makes me want to do that. Okay. It's getting good, guys. It's been good. Takes a lot for me to like a horror game. I don't like horror games that much. Horror survival is another thing, which is why I've been loving playing Dead Space. The mirror shows you a reflection. It seems a little different from the others, like the atmosphere in the area. I never would have found this place myself, even after literal years. Look, let's cut the chatter. I'm just too worked up. Let's go for it. This one's going to end very badly. Very badly. If, hypothetically, I were to die soon, then you should forget about me. A few days ago, the body of Utsuro Inohara was found in Mirror Lake. Hinohara? Wait, was her name said before? That's Ayato's sister! Why? Why did Utsuro... Holy crap! No, it hasn't been enough. We didn't spend enough time together. And then, has Hanasaki seemed gloomier lately? I mean, she got along with Hinohara, so I can understand being depressed, but it's not that kind of gloominess. It's like, good God, seriously, if they said her name earlier, if they said her last name earlier, I completely missed it. The local library isn't enough. They don't have books on this stuff. I need seances, necromancy. It all lacks credibility. I don't want this fake occult nonsense. She's trying to find a way to be with her again. Yuzu, have you been going to class? If I open the gate this way. Today marks a year to the day. Wait for me, Utsuro. I've been studying up this past year. Utsuro was the first death, and then Yuzu was the second one. And now I'm going to meet you. Holy crap! I remember it all, how I died, my wish, and everything else. Of course, there's no such thing as black magic. I must have been on the brink. Huh. I'm kind of exhausted getting all those memories dumped on me. Once I've sorted things out some more, I'll just tell you my history in Wismishire. Oh, are you going to go up ahead? Take me with you if you do. I feel like there's something very important to this world up ahead. Yeah, let's save Jesus! Tamaki cell. Who's Tamaki? This is gonna be big. Who the hell? Someone's there. Once there was a painter. He was known as the Magi's Rinzao Usu. Huh? You know my grandpa? Wait, Mishra, it looks like maybe she isn't aware of this. Rinzao had a wife, but he also had a relationship with a servant. With his wife, he had a child, Shinji. With the servant, he had a child, Tamaki. Rinzao's 2 children, born of different mothers. Holy crap, I know where this is going! Huh? Tamaki was the illegitimate child of an affair. This is why Ayato's mother didn't like him painting, but because Shinji showed no interest in art. Rinzao's affection was often directed at Tamaki, who did have an interest in the arts. Tamaki learned art from Rinzao and, given deep love, grew in the shadow of the Usui family. These irregular days couldn't last. When Tamaki turned 12, Rinzao's wife learned of her existence. When Rinzao divorced his wife, it gave Tamaki and her mother the same love as ever. Thus far, no tragedy had occurred. But when Tamaki turned 18, Rinzao made an unforgivable mistake. He had a liaison with Tamaki, his own daughter, and impregnated her. Tamaki was deeply wounded and feared Rinzao, and with her mother, she fled from him. But the child she bore had done no wrong, so she decided to birth the child of her father. So Tamaki had a daughter between parent and child. Was that... That had to have been, Utsuro. Tamaki thought she couldn't live a normal, happy life. But luckily, 2 years later, she had a proper marriage. Safely having a son with her husband, Tamaki began to get back on her feet. That must have been Ayato! However, she never fully did. The mental wounds Tamaki had suffered went even deeper than she imagined. When her now-grown daughter with Rinzo began doing art at school, Tamaki's old wounds ached. It gave her flashbacks of Rinzo, of that fear she had of him. Tamaki struggled to give her daughter affection. It took all she had not to take out negative emotions on her. Tamaki's mind quickly crumbled under the weight. And one day, Tamaki killed her daughter. God damn. Tamaki fell to pieces. She came to feel animosity, not only toward Rinzo, but all the Usuras. Unable to see any hope ahead, she fell upon the despair behind. Rinzo died of natural causes a few years later, and while she had the right to his inheritance, she refused to take it. She wouldn't even let it go to the eldest son, Shinji. Then at last, Tamaki, who had kept living despite having broken long ago, met her end. When she learned the son she had with her husband was becoming friends with Shinji's daughter. Oh, crap. Yeah, Ayato is Tamaki's son, and Mishiro is Shinji's daughter. You mean, Tamaki tried to take out Shinji's daughter, the Yusui who dared to come near her pure son. But when she drove madly down the road to kill her, she ran over her own son by mistake. Oh, God! Tamaki realized that this was the end, so she took her own life to escape the despair. No way, that's so messed up. No kidding! That woman's soul is now bound here, unlike the other souls. The world is forcing her to be here. Tamaki's soul is now bound in death, so that she can't escape but must face the facts. This is why Mishiro reminded Ayato of his sister. This is surely my punishment. I've gone on for a while. I can't see or hear you, but I know you're there. I don't know who you are, but go now. Let's go, Mishiro. We shouldn't stay here any longer. Oh, Jesus! Oh, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting this. Ah, should we return to the usual place? From Tamaki's story, I've realized something. Please, do go on. Listen to Yuzu. Okay, let's get started. First, Mishiro, I think you can open this big door here. You opened a similar door earlier, right? I bet you can open this one too if you try. Who is that? Why? So before that, listen to what I have to. Ah! Who's this? Get out. Oh, crud, that's Utsuro! That was Utsuro the whole time! Stop. Don't meddle anymore. Give back my world. Watch out. Yuzu, why? Yuzu. This works just fine. You listen to this too. I am Yuzu Hanasaki, a middle schooler who committed suicide at 15 at Mirror Lake. The reason I killed myself was, to put bluntly, to meet a girl I loved. Someone had killed her at Mirror Lake. It made me extremely sad. So I read all these books on black magic and killed myself to go to the afterlife. To die at the same place exactly a year later. It said that would work. Is that wound okay? Don't worry about me. Doesn't really matter now. Huh? I think it's a different afterlife than what the book meant, but ultimately I came to this world. But it seems there was something to be gained here. That girl, she always said she was someone who shouldn't have existed. I always found it weird and wondered why it was. But I found out now. She was born between a girl and her own father, between Tamaki Hinohara and Rinzo Usu. Her very birth was taboo. Isn't that right, Utsuro? Yuzu. Leave this world. Can she not talk like she wants to? She doesn't need to. I know. Because I've always known Utsuro. Thank you, Mishiro. Because of you, I could get back my memories and my wish. I learned about Utsuro's birth and death. My wish was to meet Utsuro one more time. It's come true, finally. Your body. Utsuro. I've done what I needed to do in this world, so I'm satisfied. It feels like it's taken so long, but Utsuro was here before I was. I don't know what kind of wish you had, Utsuro, but considering your birth and death, I'm sure it's not something simple. I hope it comes true. And I'm glad that even if you're like that now, you can still recognize it. Sorry for digging into your past. She's been here for much longer than this, and finally got her wish granted. Must be satisfied, I guess. Your wish. And my wish. Wait! Utsuro, what is it? Is she a soul like us, I wonder? Somehow I get the feeling that she has a close connection to this world. Maybe the answer's behind this door. You think? Okay, I guess she's just gone. That's who that was the whole time. That's why she kept trying to. That's why she kept trying to kill Mishiro. And that's why she looked like Mishiro. Oh God, I was not expecting all of this to be dumped on me. Oh Jesus. I've seen way too many pixelated horror game Let's Plays to just go straight to the ending from here. So I'm going to start a new... I'm going to cut it here and start a new episode where I end this. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will see you in the next episode. Later!